Kommen die wieder oder war es das?
It's such a crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
Yeah, look, having him home for a while means I can spend more time with him. You know? We can focus him, make sure he's staying engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer? I really...
Was wollen die? Das ist nicht gut, was die da wollen.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
Hey, B! Dinner's ready!
Why isn't your son eating with us, Al?
No. You mean young Vincent? Well, ever since he got sick, all he does is make art.
And Mr. Benjamin Bryn has been awarded first place.
I really gotta thank you for this, Benny. Emma Bills is so pissed that weird camera kid won over her multiple horse portrait that she literally just left with her dad in tears.
Da sieht man mal, er hat andere Qualitäten. Kunsthochschulbewerbung Frage 3. Beschreiben Sie in 2 kurzen Abschnitten, warum Sie einen künstlerischen Beruf ergreifen möchten. Gut beschrieben.
You are not here to learn to be painters. You are here to learn to be artists. And although I was hired to teach you, it is a sham. There is no teaching art.
Oh, how very wacky and fun these are. It's very zany. There you go, Mr. Bryn. Feel each shape. Oh, you fiend!
I want you all to take a long look at what Mr. Bryn has done here. You see, he has reached down deep within himself and created a masterpiece.
Was ist daran ein Meisterwerk? Kann man mir das erklären?
Pray you have a strong hold on yourself, Mr. Bryn. For I fear a talent like these, you may soon be swept away by a whirlwind.
I'm stunned. The ironic sincerity of this piece is so sincerely ironic.
He's flipped the discourse so thoroughly, I'm actually dizzy.
I
know that lots of agents gave you lots of cards, and it all probably feels weird and alienating and the opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I can teach you one thing, it's that if opportunity knocks, you open the door. Making a living isn't selling out. I wish I had thought of it that way.
Benjamin! Marvelous show last week.
Don't worry. You're not selling your soul.
Was ist das für ein Vertrag?
I've got a good
Unterzeichnen
feeling
ihn.
about you. We're going to make a lot of money together, aren't we?
Kommt drauf an.
To actually making some money with one's art. Lord knows I could never do it. Ooh, that's good. So, now that you've made it, tell me, what are you going to do with it? Besides buying me fancy dinners like this every week, obviously. Because I can get used to this. Oh, this looks delicious. I'm getting a salad and an appetizer, and I'm already stealing the bread. Look at that butter. Oh my gosh, it's in the shape of a swan. Oh my God. I never thought I'd see the day where you would take me out to dinner, but I like it. Oh wow. Should I get soup? No, I can get soup at home.
Okay, interessant.
Honey, stop. Is that Benjamin Brin?
Oh my god. I think it is.
Of all places.
Hey, honey. Your work's incredible. The new stuff is wowing us all. But Ben, I've had an idea. You know, the critics are fickle. How about if you go back to your roots? Paint something meaningful, personal,
Okay, und das wäre?
close to your heart. Gotta go. Love you lots. Mwah.
Okay, interessant. Aus uns ist ein kleiner Künstler geworden. Aber irgendwie...
Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it. I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and, well, I'm gonna be a little sick for a while, but really, I don't want you worrying about it at all. You're such... Oh, Benny, I told you not to pick up. There's nothing you can do for me right now. All you can do is just keep painting, keep striving. You make that work of true genius. I can just tell you're almost there. So, I'm going to hang up the phone now, and you're just gonna get back to work, okay?
Mhm.
Goodbye, Benny.
But that's enough from me. Now, you'll hear from the person who I believe was the single thing in the world my wife was most proud of. Her magnum opus, so to speak. I think you all know who I'm talking about.
Oh, nein.
Benny? You ready to come up here?
Oh nein, 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 nein. Er sieht auch schon so alt aus. Sie ist tot?
Go on, B. Say something.
Gott.
Why aren't you talking?
Ein Riesenmetronom. nein. Ist sie an ihrer Krankheit gestorben? Oder war sie schon einfach zu alt?
Hey, honey. Guess who's calling? Again? Look. Hey. Benny. Guess who's calling? Well, here's the call. We're finished. We're done so kaput. It's over. Would you shut
Verstehst du's
that down,
nicht?
Tabitha? I'm trying to fire a client in here. Who? Some washed up, stick up his ass, too good to sell prick. Probably isn't even listening to this message, but you know, Mama's gotta put her rage somewhere. Oh, shoot it. Am I still on? Well, Benny, love you lots. Mwah.
Jetzt, wo seine Mutter tot ist seine Kunst auch nicht mehr wirklich das, was es mal war.
Just calling to tell you, I think I'm selling the house. She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. And then I just find myself breaking down again. I hope you understand.
Hm.
Take whatever you want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter. I'm just so glad you got to speak to her one last time. I mean, I know she told... Look. It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us. Like I can see her in the paint. I can feel her.
Mann. Ich würde gerne wissen, woran sie gestorben ist. Der vergehende Tag, inspiriert von einem Musikstück seiner verstorbenen Mutter, der Komponistin Ella Fishman. Mit der Schaffung dieses Werks rückte Brian die Arbeit seiner Mutter, die zu leben... Haltest du mal die Klappe, wenn ich mir gerade hier was durchlese? Oh. Wenn du die Klappe hältst, ja, ich würde gerne hier, danke. Mit der Schaffung dieses Werks rückte Brian die Arbeit seiner Mutter, die zu Lebzeiten relativ unbekannt war, ins Licht der Öffentlichkeit. Sie gilt heute als eine der einflussreichsten Komponistinnen ihrer Generation.
I just can't believe that my entire childhood I was living next to a bona fide genius. I should have guessed it. I mean, with all those little drawings you did. Remember when you still drew my portrait even when I begged you not to? God, you were such a little jerk back then. I kept that drawing, you know? Oh my God, I bet it's worth quite a bit of money now. And your mom. I always heard her playing piano from next door. Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you doing after this? Maybe we could get a drink or something? I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
Now would you look at that? I cannot believe my luck. You finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. All the nobody nothings dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Oh, well, there you are. Well, hello, sir. If I had realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul. I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but whew, an internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out with the word choice, since, you know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition, if you catch my drift. Forget about it. All right, here we go. Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man. Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one?
Happy oder alleine? An sich war die Kindheit ja schön.
A jovial child or a solitary one?
Aber an sich waren wir sehr viel alleine. Unsere Mutter hat uns nur gezwungen zu Klavierspielen und so. Aber ich würde mich tatsächlich als glücklich empfinden.
His childhood was a happy one, growing up in a loving home raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea. And, what'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant?
Sie war Komponistin.
His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant. How would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or demanding?
Boah, eigentlich war sie sehr fordernd.
Champion or more like a taskmaster?
Man sagt ja immer, die Eltern sind wie Helden. Aber sie war halt schon fordernd, leider.
Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was over-demanding, forcing him to practice day in and day out, hoping that he might one day achieve that greatness that she never could.
So kann man es auch erwähnen, ja.
And how about that neighbor girl? What was she to you? Was she your best friend or your first love? Now be honest here.
Eigentlich war sie die beste Freundin. Aber wenn wir uns ehrlich sind, war sie wahrscheinlich unsere erste Liebe.
But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his first love and blowing it the next day.
So kann man es natürlich auch sagen.
Now from that moment forward, his mother gave up on him. She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician.
Ach echt?
But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right? See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick, and he had to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten: painting. Sure, he loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. Now be quiet, all of you. With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing, for it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece. I said shut up, you scumballs! You lucky fowls!
Okay.
All right! I get it! I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I had assumed as much anyway. I should probably tell you. Those things, they're not regular gulls. They're liar birds. They're what becomes of souls who try to lie to the gatekeeper. And once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me. Living reminders of my oratory shortcomings.
Oh, yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one.
Hopefully you won't be seeing him again.
Und jetzt? Was erwartet mich wohl jetzt?
You're a flea-bitten sap, you know that? Just look at him. Poor fool doesn't know what he's in for.
Was? Ich sehe nichts mehr. Wo bin ich?
Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. As if the gatekeeper knew. She'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck. And I should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you. But it's too late for that. We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass. So
Hä, wo lüge ich denn?
to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth.
Was?
Not this.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
Doesn't that...
You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way...
Welche Stelle meint er?
Stay here. What did your mother hear on that phone call?
Was? Was passiert hier?
I'm getting it. Hello? Yes, of course. This is Elle, his daughter.
Ihr Vater ist anscheinend gestorben.
See, she knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations. And now, she never could. Let's keep going.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
You were a prodigal talent. I get it.
It's not
Let-